Hey guys, ever had a difficult moment in your life? I'm sure you had many moments all this while. And in this video, we're going to talk about how to overcome difficult moments in your life and how we can actually use some of the lessons that I learned from my patients. And I'm going to share with you today a 3P approach on how I've seen some of my patients overcome their difficult moments and adversity in their life. So in this 3P approach, we're going to talk about three things: perspective, personal power, and the people around you. So let's start off with perspective. In a lot of the things that we do, we have two approaches to take to life. First is being in a fixed mindset, and the second is being in a growth mindset. So this fixed and growth mindset actually is from a book from Carol D. Weck. It's called Mindset, and it's a very good book that if you want to read, I really recommend it to anyone and of my colleagues and friends to read this book. So in this book, they share with you how a fixed mindset and a growth mindset will differ greatly. So when you're overcoming difficulties, a person who has a fixed mindset will always think of it as a negative point of view, and will always think of it like people are just pushing them down, or the situation is just pushing them down to keep them in a low power state. But if you're in a growth mindset, most of the time you'll be thinking of how to overcome this and how to use it as a lesson and fuel for motivation, and also how to overcome it and emerge out stronger and share your lessons with other people. So some of the traits I've observed from a growth mindset patients over the years is they always tend to look at the positive side of things, and they always hope for a positive outcome. And this may be very bleak for them because at the stage that they are at, most of the time they have no power doing on their lower limbs or upper limbs, and most of the time they may have lost a limb or lost a body function. And the last thing that a normal person would think of is to be positive at that stage. But over the weeks and over the days, they actually shift their perspective to look at something more positive. And by becoming more positive, they actually impact the lives around them immediately. For example, they will be impacting the lives of the fellow patients around them. They will give them a different perspective to look at and different perspective to aim towards too. And this itself actually motivates themselves and also the people around them, and even their therapists or medical professionals around them also. And you can rub off this energy, and you can have a develop into a growth mindset, and hopefully that will lead you to a better place compared to being stuck in a fixed mindset. So that's the first thing: perspective. The second thing is personal power. So another trait that I've observed in these patients who end up doing well in their recovery journey is that they identify that they still have some power left. Power meaning mental strength, and not necessarily physical strength only, but more I'm talking about is mental strength. When they have this shift that they actually can and they do have the ability to do something better over the next few days or few weeks, then they tap into this power and just keep on going and build their momentum and move forward in life. So most of the time, for a lot of normal human beings, like individuals like us, when we are facing a difficulty in life, we have to realize, or it'll be good if we can realize that actually we have a lot of personal power within us, and we actually can tap into this personal power. For example, just a little bit of gratitude practice every day can actually shift your perspective into having to realize that you have a lot of personal power within you to actually shift this situation around and turn it around to actually have a positive outcome. And this is what I mean by personal power. And lastly, it's people. For people, it really matters a lot who you surround yourself with. People who are negative will just drain your energy, and people who are positive will just uplift you all the while. So it will really help if, let's say, you are a family member to someone who's undergoing a difficult moment, then you have to do your best to stay positive and give some positive energy to them every time you see them or talk to them. And if you are the one undergoing a difficult situation, it will really help for you to actually move into an environment or expose yourself to an environment such as meeting a social circle, meeting groups in your religious circles. This will actually uplift your mood, and that will actually lead to a better energy for you to turn your things around in your life and come out of this difficult moment. So we've come to the end of the video, and I hope I did not come across as I'm preaching preaching to you, but rather I'm just sharing with you because I too face struggles in life, and these are lessons that I'm learning and trying to apply. Not every day is perfect for me, but some days are a bit better, or some difficult moments are slightly better than the rest. So it's a learning journey, and that's how we should approach life. And I'm blessed to see patients who actually share these lessons with me unknowingly or knowingly. So thank you, and I'll see you in the next one.